Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fair use and content disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect that of the Psychological Association of the Philippines and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guests do not necessarily reflect that of the host, the show, and the organization. Fair use is the copyright regulation that allows the limited use of copyrighted materials without acquiring permission from the right holders for comment and educational purposes. Views, articles, and images on this episode may contain copyrighted material which has not always been specifically authorized by the copyright owner.
This is being broadcasted to the Teaching Psychology Special Interest Group's social media platforms, when available. If you have any questions for our guests, simply comment on this video and we will try to accommodate all your inquiries. Note that after this broadcast, we may no longer be able to answer your questions. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Live from the Philippines, Dr. Ver Reyes and Professor Monique Muyargas, Chairperson and Co-Chairperson of the Teaching Psychology SIG.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Magandang hapon.
Ayan, isang linggo na naman ang nagdaan ng pakikipagbaka nating lahat. So maraming salamat sa lahat ng kasama natin ngayong hapon na to. No? We're very thankful that you're able to spend your time with us this afternoon. Ayan, so just hello lang sa mga viewers natin from YouTube. Ayan, maraming salamat. Ay, sabi ni Suarez Emre, hindi ko talaga paano ko tuloy pa-pronounce. Sabi niya, excited to listen to the chikahan ng mga brainy people ulit. Hindi na kami brainy, pretty din.
Diba?
Oo, pretty din. At saka, mga pogi yung ating mga guests.
Super.
Ayun. So, nanggaling siya sa Diliman City, Laguna. So, please comment where you're watching right now so that we would be able to give a shout out to your friends. So, good afternoon everyone watching from Palumpon Institute of Technology in Palumpon, Leyte. Hello, magandang hapon po. Meron din tayo from Janet Geraldes. Good afternoon po from Nagbalayong National High Division of Batan. Alam mo, interesting, no? Kasi meron din tayong mga viewers na mga high school teachers or galing sa high school.
So, hindi lang tayo worldwide, all levels pa tayo.
Yeah. Oo, DepEd, hello. Hello, DepEd. Oo, hindi lang tayo pang Commission on Higher Education. Ayan.
Yes.
Oo, so maraming salamat. So, I'm pretty sure that a lot of our viewers, ulitin lang natin na meron tayo mga 20-second delay when we're streaming both on YouTube and on Facebook. That's correct. So, hindi rin tayo nagbibigay ulit, sabihin lang natin, kasi baka makalimutan na naman natin, hindi tayo nagbibigay ng certificates para sa mga webisodes natin ngayon. If you're new to our channel or if you're new to our page, don't forget to click on subscribe and hit the notification bell. Gumagana yung notification bell natin. Tapos, hit then like and see first. O tama ba yun? See first sa ating Facebook page. Ayan, for our webisodes. You can also check out on the videos section and our event section, for upcoming events as well. Ayan. So,
Yes.
meron din tayo. Ang dami natin.
Natawa ako agad.
Ang dami kong
Okay.
sinasabi. Oo. So, ano pa ba yung sasabihin natin? Ayun, you can also, pakita lang natin ulit direct yung ating mga contact details and social media accounts. Baka pwede natin i-flash ngayon. Ayan, nakikita natin. So you can email us at teachpsych.pap.sig@gmail.com. And also on Twitter and on Instagram at TeachPsychPAP. And of course, you can also watch us on YouTube at Teaching Psychology SIGTV. Bongga! Ayun. Excellent. So, kamusta ka naman, Monique? How is Iloilo so far this
It's
week?
about to rain. It's kind of cool. So, medyo malamig ang panahon. And that's a good thing, I guess. Kayo dyan, sa Marikina City.
Yes, with Marikina, the Republic of Marikina, masaya din naman kami. Alam mo naman dito sa Republika namin, wala masyadong problema na kinakaharap, no? Pero maraming, hindi katulad ng iba. May mga problema naman, pero hindi naman kasing, challenging as compared to our friends from other cities. So maraming salamat. Hello po, Mayor.
Hello din po sa aming mayor dito sa Iloilo. The Wakanda of the Philippines. Di ba?
Ayun. So, meron tayo from Dasmariñas, Cavite. Hello, Precious Gem. Sige, so sabihin nyo lang sa amin kung saan kayo. Alam, nawawala na yung mga friends natin from abroad. Meron tayo dati from Hong Kong, from Macau, from Australia. Nasaan na kaya sila? Ayun, meron tayo from Cavite, Philippines. Ontario, Cavite, Philippines. Kasi baka magkamali tayo ng country. So, Cavite, Philippines. Hello, shout out to CU Graduate School Department of Psychology. Maraming salamat for joining us this afternoon. Both again to where we are streamed right now. Ayan. So medyo iba yung format natin ngayon, Monique, no? Kasi medyo I think we did this kind of format dun sa ating IO webisode, no, for that afternoon. It wasn't really more of a lecture, but this time, it will be more of a conversation. So we invite everyone here sa ating mga viewers to join in also to the conversation kasi mahalaga din na mapag-usapan natin to para sa mga susunod na panahon. Ayan. So sige, simulan ko na kasi alam mo naman ang popogi ng ating mga very gorgeous looking ang ating mga guests for this afternoon. So simulan na natin yung isa. yung isa lang muna. Yung isa lang muna yung ating i-introduce, no? So, simulan ko na siguro, no? So, our guest for this afternoon is a graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Industrial and Organizational Psychology, a Master in Psychology, Major in Industrial Psychology, and Doctor in Business Administration at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. He also graduated cum laude for this Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Major in Educational Psychology at La Consolacion University of the Philippines, wherein he also received a research distinction. Bongga naman ito. Ang daming doctorate. Oo, medyo nahihirapan tuloy akong basahin. Parang namin naman yung achievement. Okay. So, he handles courses in Industrial Psychology, Human Resource Management and Development, Social Psychology, LGBT Psychology, Psychological Statistics, Research Methods in Psychology, Psychological Assessment, and Sport Psychology. Napapagod na ako, girl! Okay. Sige, tuloy na natin. As a research enthusiast, he has also presented and published papers both local and abroad, and a national lecturer and reviewer for board examination in psychometrician. So, maganda to kasi dapat nakikinig yung ating mga, ng ating mga ibang faculty members kasi meron siyang mga siguro mas-share later, no, kung meron kayong mga tanong dahil reviewer din pala siya, no? So he is an active member of the Psychological Association of the Philippines and the Pambansang Samahan sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino, the Royal Institute of Singapore, the Asia Pacific Consortium of Researchers and Educators, among others, no? In giving back to society, he takes part in the community extension and volunteer activities providing psychological first aid, life coaching, and counseling. I think nakalimutan ko yung isang sabihin ko. He is a full-time faculty currently holding an academic rank of associate professor. For the chairperson of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, the chairperson of the MA in Psychology, and concurrently the director for Special Programs and Projects Office at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Ayun.
Ayan.
So without further ado, ipakilala na natin ang ating good friend, si Dr. John Mark S. Distor. Yun. Hi, Mark.
Mark, nakamute ka.
Okay.
Unmute mo, Mark.
Oo.
Ayan.
Thank you, Doc Ver and Prof. Monique. Thank you for inviting me dito sa ating PAP Teaching Psychology Special Interest Group. Ayan.
Oo, napagod ako.
Good afternoon po sa ating lahat.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Oo. Napagod ako. That was a
Ang
mouthful.
haba. Mouthful. O,
Yes.
diba?
Kung nung Wednesday meron tayong maximizer, ito mouthful. Oo, ayan. Hoy, ayan na. Sabi ko na sa'yo, meron tayo eh. Watching us from Australia. Magandang
Hello.
and Professor Monique. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much.
Nandun
Ayan.
tayo,
From Australia to Samar.
Samar.
I love it.
Ayan. At meron din tayo from Bataan Peninsula State University.
Yes.
So yan, maraming salamat. Meron din tayo from Santa Cruz, Laguna. And of course, greetings from Davao. Ayan. Siguro, Monique, dahil that was a mouthful, ikaw naman ngayon na magpakilala dun sa isa nating, yung isa nating ding guest na very special din.
And very equally gorgeous as well. Okay? Hindi siya iba sa atin because siya po ang dating pinuno ng pambansang samahan sa Psikologiyang Pilipino. Isa siyang faculty ng UP Diliman, particularly ng Psychology Department, at suki at mahal na mahal ng Teaching Psychology SIG. Walang iba kundi si Professor J.A. Yacat.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Fair
Suke.
and
Hi, Sir Jay.
Hello,
Hi,
Suke. Uy, maraming salamat sa pagsama niyo sa
ano benta nyo ngayon?
marami.
Oo nga.
Marami kaming benta. It's a mouthful eh. Yes. So, hello.
Tuloy ako bigla.
Hello kay Dayano at Cortez. Baka Dayan naman talaga to. Sorry, or kung ano man yung name niya. Good afternoon from the University of Cebu. Ayan.
Hi.
Magandang buhay watching from Angat National High School. Sabi ko sa
Angat.
Anggat.
Angat. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry naman, kasi na, Angat National High School. Ayan. Meron din tayo from, siguro direct maganda, medyo, kami, sige, dyan na lang sila kasi baka hindi nila makita pag nandito sila sa bahay. Laguna State University, Laguna State Polytechnic University. Ayan. Los Baños. Maraming salamat for joining us. So ano ba yung pag-uusapan natin this afternoon? Kasi medyo mahirap or nahirapan tayong maghanap ng guests ngayon for this one. Pero sige, just to give everyone an idea, we will be talking about practicum in psychology.
Yes. Isa siyang elective course. Tama ho ba, Sir Jay? Isang elective course sa curriculum ng psychology. Yan. At saka, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, si Sir Jay at saka si Sir Mark ay hasang-hasa sa ganito because they've always handled practicum in psychology in their own institutions. Tama ho ba?
Tama, oo.
Well, nakapag-handle na ako pero ang hirap sabihin hasang-hasa. Pero I did offer yung practicum course sa UP Diliman.
Uy, may bumabati sa atin, our former president,
Hi,
Dr. Margie
Dr.
Odarbe.
Odarbe.
Hello mula sa
Hello po.
Diliman University. Ayan. Siguro I'll just share na lang para din meron din tayo from Pateros Technological College, Municipality of Pateros. Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. So, in a while, siguro I'll show lang yung pinagbabasihan natin or many na pinagbabasihan ng mga bagong curriculum ngayon would be the CMO number 34 series of 2017. No? It's the Policies and Standards for Undergraduate Programs in Psychology coming from the Commission on Higher Education. So, siguro I'll share lang yung PDF version. This is downloadable for everyone. Sige, pakita natin sa screen. Ay, masyadong maliit. So, izo-zoom natin, palalakihin natin siya. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin niyo that this is the matrix for the outcomes that is needed for the different psychology courses and the different outcomes that are expected pagkatapos ng 4 years. So, basically, dito sa may taas, makikita natin, medyo baliktad, wala na akong magagawa dahil baliktad talaga yung matrix. It says here that there are around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major outcomes as recommended by the Commission on Higher Education and the technical panel in psychology. So knowledge in psychology, psychological research, psychological assessment, application of psychology, ethics, self-reflection, and independent learning, as well as interpersonal skills. So for those who are new to teaching siguro or na medyo na parang ano ba itong mga pinag-uusapan natin dito? Meron tong yung mga P, kasi may mga letters. Monique, alam mo ba itong mga letters na to? Ano yung L, ano yung P, at saka ano yung O?
Ayan. Yung L ay, this is formally taught and evaluated. That means learn. Kapag P yan ay practice. This is not formally taught, but this is evaluated. And yung O ay, this is not formally taught, but gives an opportunity to learn and to be evaluated.
Yun, very good. Recitation pala to, kala ko chikahan lang. Anyway, so mapapansin ninyo, if you look at the program outcomes or in your own program outcomes, kasi again, these are recommended. Pwedeng combined to, pwedeng mas marami pa, depending on your own psychological programs that you're having. Later on, tanungin natin sila Doc Mark at saka si Sir J. Ano ba yung outcomes or program outcomes na meron sila? You would see here that the different courses, kunwari, Introduction to Psychology, ano ba dapat yung formally taught? Anong part doon? At ano lang yung mga observe? Ano naman yung practice? And then you would see here, which is very interesting, is you have your practicum, okay, na nakalagay elective siya. Yan. So, meron siyang, zoom out ko lang ng konti. Ayan. So, para makita natin, ano ba yung kanyang mga outcomes that should be observed, So, kunwari, ang outcome for psychological research, dapat observed lang. I mean, hindi lang, pero observed siya.
Opportunity, yes.
Opportunity, yes. And then you also have practice, and then these are formally taught. So, this would help you guide, ano ba yung mga areas na dapat nating ginagawa or tinitignan in such particular subjects, or courses offered. Ayan. So, sige. So, balikan natin yung, ano ba yung mga outcomes na dapat? Kasi, baka iba-iba yung ating mga nakikita. Okay? Ano yung iba't ibang tinitignan natin galing sa iba-ibang outcomes na nanggagaling sa iba't ibang schools. So, simulan natin siguro kay Doc Mark. Ano ba yung generally, or if kaya nyo i-enumerate fully, ano ba yung mga outcomes ng program in psychology from PU?
Actually, before meron kami kasing dalawang specialization, which is industrial and clinical. So, doon kami nag-focus before, and then lumabas nga yung CMO 34 series of 2017 at 18.
Yes.
And ayun, naging PS Psychology na lang. Pero still, we incorporated kung ano yung mga subjects na meron kami before sa IO Psychology namin, and then clinical. So, naka-incorporate pa rin siya doon. So, ang outcome na gusto namin makuha ng mga estudyante namin is maging holistic yung approach nila, yung makukuha nila sa pagtatapos ng psychology. Pwede kasi, most of our students kasi nasa industrial setting. Ayan. Pero pagdating nila ng masters, lumilihis sila, pumupunta sila sa clinical kasi parang mas maganda doon ang opportunity. Kaya nga, we incorporated yung dalawang concept na yon para mas nandoon naka-embed pa rin para hindi mawala pa rin na yung priority ng university namin, ng programa namin, are more on industrial and clinical settings.
Okay, sige. Sir Jay, sa UP ba, ano ba yung mga, let's say, program outcomes if it's articulated somehow? If I remember, merong 3 letters ito, hindi ba? Or 4 ba?
Oo. Meron kaming yung pinaka-recent iteration ng curriculum sa undergrad. We're espousing a SPA model na isipin mo, kailangan na.
Nakakamiss na yung mag-SPA.
Medyo bawal pa ngayon. Pero ano ibig sabihin ng SPA? Scientist, practitioner, advocate model. So, karamihan ng mga programs na theoretical and applied, parang sanay tayo doon sa scientist practitioner. Pero parang napag-desisyon namin collectively na dagdagan pa siya ng yung advocate. No, feeling namin role namin yon as a national university or part of the national university, no, as bahagi ng UP system. So parang hindi pwedeng nagpa-practice ka lang, no, dapat nag-advocate ka rin ng social change, no, as students of psychology. So yun yung siguro to summarize yung program outcomes, yun yung gusto naming i-train yung mga graduates, kahit undergraduate pa lang sila, no, ng program. And to a certain extent, we also see to it na pati sa practicum mako-cover din yung orientation na yon, no, yung sa SPA model.
Oo, ayan. So, Sir G, ang tanong ko din, you've been, na-mention natin na elective ito. Same din ba ito with the University of the Philippines? Is this actually an elective? Meaning, students can actually choose not to have practicum?
Oo. Yes. Oo. Yes. Pareho yata kami na experience ni Mo, di ba?
Yes.
Elective siya. Not everyone goes to elects, no, to enroll, no. Kaya nagsu-survey muna kami para malaman namin kung merong adequate demand. So kapag hindi kasi naabot yung number, meron ding policy sa UP about class size. Hindi napipilit na kami hindi mag-offer. So hindi rin siya as much as we want to sana na i-offer siya yearly. May mga years na hindi kami nakakapag-offer dahil walang demand, no. So iba din yung experience sa UP, ewan ko sa UP Iloilo kasi mid-year or yung summer term namin ino-offer, no. I think for other schools it's a whole semester, no, ng pagpa-practicum, either first semester or second semester. Pero sa UP 2 months na yun lang talaga yung pwede nilang kunin. So, kaya
without
pag may estudyante,
walang
ibang class kasi hindi na siya practical at practicable for them to enroll in other subjects, no, for that term. So, yun lang yung ginagawa nila.
Dr. Distor, in TUP, ano naman yung case natin?
Actually, hindi siya elective sa amin, required subject siya sa amin. And sa 4th year nila, first semester, ang internship namin, practicum namin is for industrial setting. And then, sa second semester namin is for clinical. Kasi babalikan ko yung sinabi ko kanina na before meron kasi kaming dalawang specialization, which is industrial and industrial psychology and then clinical psychology. So, sabi, nung nag-meeting kami, nung stakeholders meeting kami, sabi ng mga stakeholders na that we have to incorporate then yung internship for industrial and for clinical dahil nga dito daw ang PUP mas nakakakuha ng opportunities to work outside. So ayun po yung talagang pinasok sa curricula namin.
Okay. All right. Sige. I'll share again part of the CMO for those who are not very familiar with the CMO. Siguro, ito yung parang general, ano ba tawag dyan? Generic description na binibigay ng CMO. Ng course description and the practicum of psychology. No? So, it's a course that will expose students to different settings where psychology is practiced as a profession. So, may school setting, industrial setting, government, non-government organizations, and hospitals. And students are required to complete a total of 150 hours of practicum work in one or more of the above settings. So the practicum class should meet at least twice a month to discuss the students' work progress, observations, insights, reflections, and learning of the students during their practicum work, as well as issues in professional psychology, including ethics and areas of concern of students in their practicum work. So, obviously, ang gusto nating course outcome dito would be to demonstrate and apply theories, concepts, and methods in the actual setting. And this is around 3 units of course work. No? So, tanong ko lang din, balikan natin yung sinabi ni Dr. Distor kanina. You mentioned na dalawa yung setting. So, how many hours? So, dalawa lang talaga yung setting. It should be
clinical. They have to choose ba?
Yes. No, required siya. First semester is industrial and then second semester is clinical on their last year sa PUP.
Alright, so everyone should be able to do the 2 settings or 2.
Yes. Pero on my work kasi, sa Kamunik, some of our students kasi wanted to deploy din sa school setting. So, 150 hours. Sa PUP kasi 200 hours ang number of internship nila. So, ang 150 actually talaga sa industrial setting and then sa second semester which is clinical, 150 din. And then sabi nila, some of our students, both to fourth year, first semester and second semester, some students were requesting talaga, they are requesting na mag-internship din sila sa school setting. Kasi sabi nga nila, some of our students kasi nakita namin na napupunta din sa pagtuturo, saka nasa somehow, diba, hindi pa rin maiwasan, kulang pa rin yung mga guidance counselor kasi napupunta sila as guidance advocate sa mga school setting. So, yun po napupunta yung mga some of our students.
Right. When I came in as chair at pamantasan ng lungsod ng Marikina, dalawa lang din yung setting noon. It would be clinical and then industrial. And then I realized, sabi ko, pero may school setting at may community setting din kasi.
Yes.
So, technically, they are required to take 2 settings. Sila na yung mahimili doon sa 4. Pero they need to divide it. So, usually kasi, di ba masyadong maikli yung, kasi kung 150 lang yung minimum, at divide mo pa siya into 2, so nagiging parang, ano lang yun, tag 75. Masyadong konti. However, they can extend, wala namang problema doon.
Yes.
And I think naman din beneficial yun, in terms of how they would be working abroad and working to different settings and industries. And at the same time, trying to understand saan ba talaga sila comfortable. Kasi minsan, ang nangyayari, ito yung eye-opener nila, gusto nila HR. Ayaw ko sa experience nyo, Jay, and Mark, parang gusto nila HR, tapos yung ginagawa na nila, ayaw na nila. Or minsan naman gusto nila clinical. Tapos pag nandun na sila, ayaw na nila. So feeling ko it gives them also an opportunity to see them from a theoretical perspective to a more pragmatic, ano ba talaga yung kaya nila at hindi nila kaya.
Yes, sir. Dadagdagan ko din. Totoo yung sinabi mo, hindi lang sa school setting. Some of our students were requesting din na sa community sila mag-internship kung sa kasi nire-require ko sila after no 150 hours sa industrial. They go beyond na kung saan nila gusto. Some of them nasa mga NGOs. So, actually, dadagdagan ko ngayon sinabi ni Sir Yacat na ganun pala yun, yung advocacy na kukuha rin pala namin, hindi lang talaga namin na i-impart talaga sa nila. But we are then we are talaga helping them na tumulong din sa community.
Sir Jay, sa inyo, ano yung nagiging, kunwari, in your past experiences, ano ba yung mga settings na or areas na pinupuntahan mostly ng mga students natin?
So yung funny na story, the first time I handled yung internship, no. So syempre parang second sem dahil mid-year yon, so summer. So second sem pa lang nag-prepare na ako ng parang directory of partner organizations. So syempre ginamit ko yung personal network. Karamihan ng mga kakilala ko nasa HR. So ang dami. So sulat ako. So tapos syempre excited sila dahil hindi nga regularly kami nagpapadala ng interns. So ang daming sumagot. So I had around 20 partner organizations. Halos lahat sila ay nasa industrial area, no, HR. Yan yung ano. Tapos nung first time ko hinandle yung course, so tinanong ko, yung very interesting lang dahil nga 2 months roughly or 1.5 months roughly lang yung tagal. So parang hindi realistic gaya na sinabi mo na split siya into settings. So definitely the students would have to determine where their interests lie. So mamimili sila. So ang naging problema ko noon, sa dami ng mga partners organization ko, hindi lahat 'yon napili ng mga estudyante, no. So nahiya ako na sumulat uli kasi wala akong mapadala sa kanilang interns. Tapos I think it is a direct impact of the law na dumami yung may interest na hanap ng placements sa mga clinical settings. So at the time na nag-start ako magturo noon mga 2017, sobrang bago pa lang naman yung law, no. So at least yung board exam, 'di ba? So hindi pa ganoon karami yung at least yung network na meron kami. So trinabaho ko talaga na magkaroon kasi kahit naman noong kunwari yung prep work for that, hindi rin agad ang hirap sumulat at magsabi yung mga partner organizations na willing silang tumanggap kasi yung schedule namin kakaiba doon sa iba.
Yes.
Parang papasok pa lang kami, patapos na yung iba. Tapos nasa gitna sila, papasok pa lang yung majority of all other interns. So they had difficulty parang dealing with our para kaming special case. So yun yung nakita ko. Tapos the next year, definitely yung mga nag-signify ng interest, marami talaga sa kanila dahil gusto nila mag-clinical psych sa master's or sa PhD. So, ano yung ginagawa? Dahil nga mamimili sila, yung ginagawa ko nga, maghahanda ako ng list of partners for a variety of settings. Kaya dapat meron ako for the HR, meron ako ng NGO, tapos kung meron minsan sumusulat sa amin na government agency, tapos yung mga psychological clinics. So yun yung mga placement organizations. Yung isa rin na different, I think sa experience, hindi ko lang alam kina Mark, ay parang sa amin kasi hindi sila ina-assign, they apply. So parang yung gusto din, sinabihan din ako ng mga partner organizations na meron silang sariling proseso ng pagtanggap. So ayaw nila ng magpapadala lang ako ng pangalan tapos okay na yun. Hindi, gusto nila may proseso pa. So yung naging kailangan ko pag-isipan paano kapag hindi tinanggap yung aplikante. pero kailangan niya, 'di ba? So kailangan may mga contingencies. So pinagpaplanuhan din namin 'yon in class. So meron silang gagawa sila ng iba't ibang application letters, 'di ba? Magda-draft sila ng iba't ibang resume depende sa organization. Tapos pupunta sila for job interview, yung mga ganyan. At kailangan nila magawa 'yon in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Kasi 1.5 months lang yung term. So medyo stressful for them and for me din, no? Doon sa proseso na naghahanap sila ng ng internship placements.
Yeah. Dadagdagan ko yung sinabi ni Sir Yacat kasi sa amin, bago magsimula ang academic year, yung fourth year nila, I'm informing them na kasi maghanap na sila o kaya meron kami, the same with Sir Yacat sa UP, meron din kaming database ng mga partners namin sa pages namin na pwede sila mag-enroll doon. But again, some of our students ayaw doon because ang gusto ng mga estudyante, one, convenience nila. Pangalawa, may allowance ba yan? Ayan. So, yun yung hinahanap ng mga estudyante namin. So, lalong-lalo na kapag IO setting, sir, gusto namin, ayaw namin doon kasi gusto namin kahit pa paano may allowance naman doon sa ano. Kaya pagdating nila, pagtapos nila ng IO, may mga allowance na sila, nakakapili sila na kung ano-ano. So, ayun yung kanilang hinahanap. Kaya yung galing sa amin, is hindi nasusunod. Pero the university, the PUP is requiring us na talagang humanap ng mga partnering agencies para tulungan ng mga estudyante. Pero in the end, ang mga estudyante pa rin ang nagde-decide kung saan sila gustong
Yes. Kaya ako, hindi na ako tumutulong. Medyo kaya ako, hayaan ko na sila. Kasi in real life naman, no, not because, makasabihin ng mga tao, sama-sama kung chairperson. Pero kasi sabihin, parang minsan ang hirap din mag-merge kayo or maghahanap kayo ng partner. And then, ikaw din yung mapapahiya because it will not push through. No? So, it also teaches our students to be independent. Kasi sa amin kasi, 4th year last semester yon ginagawa. So technically,
so matanda na sila.
Oo, gagraduate ka na talaga. So, kung hindi ka pa rin marunong maghanap ng, di ba, ng a-applyan.
Internship,
Oo, medyo difficult yan. I think, in our case kasi, we also have working students, ganyan.
Yes.
So, medyo hindi ganun kahirap, no? As compared to other more sheltered, siguro students na hindi naman sila sanay na naghahanap ng trabaho. No? So, yun naman yung nagiging experience. May tanong lang, singit lang natin since we're talking about number of hours kay Popol Benavides. Sabi niya, bakit po tig 200 hours lang? Actually, 200 hours lang, walang tig. Kasi isa lang yung nire-require ni law, ani CHED, CMO. Tapos sabi niya, sa ibang course naman mahaba pa po. Sa social work, for example, it's about 1,000 hours. Sa ibang bansa rin po, mas mahaba rin yung internship in psychology. Ayan. Sige, baka you have your thoughts on this or you have chika on why?
Kasi sige, Dirk. Sir Yacat.
Hindi, sige. Sige, Mark.
We are following yung CMO 34, which is wherein sinasabi doon na actually 150 hours lang. Kami dinagdagan namin kasi sabi namin kulang. Actually, dapat 300 pero sabi ng majority ng faculty members namin, 200 na lang. So kung may opportunity para kumuha ng other setting, doon sila pupunta para pagdagdag. Pero 150 lang, we're just following kung ano naka-indicate sa CMO. Alam naman tayo, masunodin tayo sa CHED.
Siguro that could be better addressed by the technical panel. But my understanding is these are the minimum, no? Ibig sabihin, this is enough for them to have, again, we go back to the outcome. Ito lang kasi yung hinihingi ng outcome. Again, it's also an elective. So, hindi siya parang required like in social work. I'm also the chair of the social work program in Pamantasan ng Marikina. May 500, parang 500 for field methods. Field 1 and then the other one. So parang a total of 1,000 hours. But again, that's just the minimum. No? Iba-iba din kasi how technical panels work. Hindi siya ibig sabihin na pag-OJT ng isang program sa lahat ng programs. Ganon, no? Kasi iba-iba din.
But definitely, yung pina-follow na standard, yung minimum standard, ay siniset CHED, di ba? So, hindi ka dapat bumaba doon sa standard. So, kung ano man yung sinet ng school nyo is basically anchoring kung ano yung pinaka-standard ng CHED, and then, bahala na sila if gusto nilang i-increase or whatnot.
Yes.
But yung isa yata na reason kung bakit at the undergraduate level, hindi ganoon kahaba yung oras. Kasi internationally, ang consideration naman natin ng psychologist ay masters.
Yes.
Not the undergrad. So,
So, mas mataas ang hours ng masters.
Yes. So,
At saka required.
yung comparison baka nung iba, sa grad program, yun na longer hours yung practicum. Although, again, compared sa social work, yung 200 hours, medyo mas kaunti pa rin, di ba? Kung 1,000 at the undergraduate level. Yun, I think yun. Sa pagkakaalala ko, tiningnan din naman yung mga international standards no, in determining practicum hours. No? So, parang sa Pilipinas nga, tayo pa lang naman sa Southeast Asia, tayo pa lang naman ang may licensure no, na kasama yung mga nakatapos ng bachelors. No? So,
tandaan natin na si social work kasi when they graduate for Bachelor of Science in Social Work, technically yung license nila is social worker.
Yes.
In the psychology program, hindi yon, nagiging psychologist ka lang once you get your master's
degree.
And based on the psychology law, required yon yung number of hours for practicum. Hindi siya elective. Kailangan siya. And actually, yun yung nagiging problem natin, if you guys remember, no, when we were trying to do yung psychology law, kasi some had master's degree, pero
walang practicum.
Yes, walang practicum, kasi it wasn't required during that time. So, ngayon, I think it must require. At mas mataas pa, if I remember correctly, siguro yung mga viewers natin, like sila Dr. Claudette, who's a member of the technical working group as well, or sila Doc Marge. I think pinag-uusapan natin yung pag-specialize in terms of, kasi ngayon parang general practitioner lang, no? Ang psychologists. Pero ano ngayon yung magiging, for example, licensure ba or additional certification ba for, let's say, an educational psychologist? Iba din yung number of hours. And PRC, the commissioners, ano tawag natin sa kanila? Board members, PRC board members of psychology, pinag-uusapan din yan. You have to remember the law was only done a few years ago, no? Unlike social work, I think their law was in
Tagal na.
Before martial law pa, no? 1960s. So, they had their laws already. So, eto, unti-unti. At tinitingnan natin, what would be more equitable, no, to our students? Ano yung tama, I agree with Sir Jay. Yung mga graduates natin, technically hindi yan psychologists. Kaya nga, ginawa natin na, okay, gawin natin psychometrician sila. Yun. Sige. Sabi
yung isa din na...
Go ahead.
Yung isa din na siguro appreciation din natin sa field ng psychology, I will speak globally. No, hindi lahat ay practice oriented.
Yes.
So or applied yung field.
Yes.
So kaya marami tayong iba't ibang fields at ito yung sinasabi nilang rationalization kung bakit may mga particular expertise or specialization in psych na hindi nangangailangan ng practicum. Ay dahil may ganon. Although sa UP na ngayon din we are revising our grad program, nakikita rin naman namin yung ganong need kasi nga SPA model na kami. So na doon sa mga dati na very research oriented, parang hinahanapan din noong parang area na kung saan mo may apply yung knowledge na na-generate mo from your research. So may ganoon.
Yes.
But it could still be a research practicum, pero practicum pa rin. Parang
yes.
So may mga ganoong siguro rethinking din about what practicum entails. So it doesn't have to be traditionally, kunwari dati ay IO or dati ay clinical, no? But you could do practicum in virtually many settings, kagaya ng experience natin, di ba? Ay, pwede pala sa school, pwede sa community, di ba?
Yes.
So nakikita din natin yung value of psych, no, in different settings na hindi natin nakasanayan before.
That's true. Oo, tama. Yung pagtingin natin in terms of yung number of hours, again, we go back to what are the outcomes ba of this one. If I remember, and baka hindi rin kasi clear to some of our viewers, the law was crafted naman talaga originally. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Distor din, no, and Sir J. Parang it was meant talaga to protect clients or to regulate the profession, the practice of psychology. No, I think yan yung isa sa mga pinaka-controversial na pinagdaanan ng teaching psychology before.
What is the practice?
What is practice of psychology, no? And if I remember correctly, parang, for example, kung magtuturo lang ba ako, do I need to be licensed ba? Or ano? Kasi, and there are, for example, we have several special interest groups, no? Like research in psychology. Hindi ba yun psychology? No? Kapag tinignan natin yung batas, technically, hindi siya psychology. But does it mean na hindi enough or hindi maganda yung contribution niya to the body of knowledge? Hindi rin naman. So, it's more, I think, no, tama ba? Parang regulating siya more of the practice of counseling and clinical rather than as opposed to all na lahat ng ginagawa ng isang psychologist. Yun. May nag-comment kanina, sabi niya, in our institution, 300 hours po, and it should be inside and outside the institution. So, I guess yung maganda nating masasabi dito, because it is an elective, may prerogative yung institution, yung program to design, no, based on their clients.
And to set priority, kung anong priority ng school or ng administration, for example, or the program. Kung hindi naman siya community, dun siya mas more siya on the industry or dun siya mas more siya sa clinical. Kasi yun yung thrust ng school or yung vision ng school.
Yes, that's right.
Or siguro maganda din kapag when we're doing these particular practicum programs, ano ba yung, tama yung sinasabi ni Sir J, saan ba papunta yung mga estudyante? Ano ba yung goal nila in life? Or as an institution, what do you want your students ba to go to after graduation? Kasi yun yung preparation stage. So, kung mas research-oriented siguro yung program, then you offer practicum sites that are more research-oriented. Places where they can have more exposure to research. No? Kung clinical naman talaga yung goal ng program ninyo, kasi minsan na nagiging problema natin, if you remember Sir J at saka Sir Mark, I don't know if na-experience, pag BS, di ba laging pa-medical ka agad yung field, mag-doctor, ganyan. So, I remember, Sir J, no, when we were in Baguio, pinag-uusapan natin, BS ba or AB ang i-offer ni, for example, University of
ng UP Baguio.
And then we were saying, kung ang goal ba natin ay gusto ba natin maging doktor, yung psychology students natin, o gusto natin silang maging psychologist? Kasi iba yung patunguhan na direksyon ng career na yun. So, it needs rethinking. Tama yung sinasabi ni Sir J. No? Tignan natin, ano ba yung program na gustong mangyari at ano bang klaseng students are we producing as psychology practitioners or majors. Yun.
May tanong ako, Sir J, at saka Sir Mark. Ang inyo bang practicum, required ba kayo mag-MOA or memorandum? Kasi parang required yan eh. And not if hindi ka ganun ka well-connected or well-versed sa administrative aspect ng ganung ng subject na yon or ng course na yon, mahihirapan ka talaga. What can you say about that?
Yes, actually required siya kasi nga meron sa CHED, CMO number 104, ayan, series of 2017, yung revised guidelines for student internship in the Philippines. So one of the requirements talaga is memorandum of agreement o memorandum of understanding. Sa PUP, we require talaga our student, we cannot deploy them or you cannot deploy kung saan sila nila gustong institution kapag walang memorandum of agreement. That's why nabanggit ko kanina, prior magsimula talaga ang academic year, we are informing our students na they have to look for or kung sa database na meron kami, sinasabi namin, pero kapag ayaw naman nila doon, hahanap sila, pero makikipag-MOAS kami at yung institution na iyon. Either memorandum of agreement, kasi magkaiba yun eh. Memorandum of agreement and memorandum of understanding. Ang dami
understanding.
Understanding at saka yung internship na para meron pa. So, ang university namin sa PUP, memorandum of understanding. At nire-require namin para mas tumagal din yung partnership namin, 3 years para hindi naman sayang yung
para isahan na lang. Oo. Not every time that you're going
para yung institution na yun nasa database na namin.
Okay. So that's a good tip for those who are drafting their curriculum. Sir Jay, sa UP, sa inyo?
Sa UP, ano ba? Ang hirap na tanong. Pero yes, merong requirement. Bukod dun sa CHED MOA, CHED na policy, meron talagang standing policy yung university ng out of classroom activities. So merong specific office yan di ba? Medyo complex yung aming relationships diyan sa pagkuha ng MOA. Kasi syempre yung mga legal issues, mabusisi. Paano ba yun? Merong clause kasi doon sa provisions ng MOA ng UP na ayaw ng mga partners. So every time na lumalapit ako, ito yung may kinalaman sa output ng students. Tapos, palagi nag-ano yung mga partners, parang may, tungkol yun sa intellectual property di ba? Na any output ng estudyante ay hindi pagkamay-ari ng organization, yung mga ganyan. So every time yan yung inaano nila, kini-question. Controversial for the receiving organizations. Kasi yun nga, minsan may mga pinapagawa sila na need ng organization. So nagtatanong yung mga partners, ano ba yun? Hindi namin magagamit kasi product siya ng UP, parang ganon. So yun yung medyo nagpapatagal ng proseso. Tapos case-to-case basis yung sa legal office, at least sa experience ko. Minsan pumapayag sila. Kasi yung iba naman, wala namang particular output, so wala silang problema. So, ang naging din namin, dahil nga ang bilis nung, di ba, 2 months, less than 2 months lang.
Yes.
Pumapayag yung office na, siyempre yung organization din may sariling legal office that they also study the contract. Tapos ayaw din ng UP na pumasok sa longer term relationships katulad nung sa So it's usually kung ano lang yung engagement, yun lang talaga.
Takot sa commitment.
Oo.
That's why surprise ko, yung 3-year long-term na kasi sa atin, Sir Jay.
Kasi sa UP, hindi papayag yun So,
pero
every year.
Yung inclusion lang kasi nun is more on talagang internship lang talaga. Nothing more na.
Pero kasi baka dahil nga long-time partners naman sila.
Yes.
Oo. So, hindi ko lang alam kung kunwari, baka with our new admin, di ba? Bago kasi yung admin namin ngayon, baka isa din yan sa pwedeng pag-isipan na longer term relationships with organizations. But so far, at least dito sa mga ganito, short term lang talaga. Kaya every year, nilalakad yon.
Yes. Actually, dadagdag sinabi ni Sir Yacat, may ni Sir Jay, na may mga institution talaga na specific lang talaga siya for this semester. Hindi na talaga sila nag-adapt ng 1 year, 2 years, or more than that term na kung saan mag-internship yung
Right.
Kaya minsan din, imbis na MOA, yung sinabi ni Mark, parang MOU. Oo. So, kasi daw mas it's less binding, yung mga ganyan. Tapos hindi yung legal implication. So, MOU yung nangyayari.
May attachment issues.
Kami ako, sa experience ko, kasi matrabaho gumawa ng letter. Napapagod na ako, So, one woman team. Hindi, pero ang ginagawa ko, kapag masyadong, for example, yung organization medyo maarte, pragmatic ako, sabi ko, huwag na kayo apply. Kasi tatagal lang tayo na tatagal, tapos hindi, mahirapan lang kayo. So ako, kung okay na sa kanila yung MOA, and they don't necessarily need to, wala na sila masyadong arte, go na. Pero kung marami pang arte, at tatagal pa tayo ng tatagal, na let go. Kasi, short time lang to. At least kami pwede kaming
Totoo naman yun.
Oo. it would be difficult then for the students. May isang comment from Abraham Kagalingan. Sabi niya, when I was in UMAC, 3 settings ang internship namin. Industrial setting, educator school setting, and clinical setting. 500 hours divided into 3 settings with MOA. Ayun. So, yun yung model niya. Nung bata ako, bakit bata pa naman? Nung bata pa naman ako.
Kung bata tayo,
bata ako, nung nag-aaral pa ako, isa lang yung setting. Tapos kung ano lang yung pinakamadali, kasi parang feeling ko nung time na yan, required lang naman for compliance lang. No? But now, what I appreciate is that students are actually very interested. No? Kasi parang, mas siguro dahil din mas exposed na din sila on what psychology is about. Diba? So parang, they have a wider variety din of ways of applying. Kasi ngayon, if I remember yung mga jobs DB, meron na rin sila for internship, ganyan. Baka naman jobs DB, di ba? Baka gusto nyo mag-sponsor ng webisode. Diba? Mas madali kahit pa paano. As compared before na you really have to print out your resume, go there to that particular institution. Yun.
So it does really help that if the faculty handling the practicum course has a lot of connections or networks or partnerships before, whether it be in research or community or sa clinical, no? So it really helps na ang faculty ay alam niya yung mga areas or agencies na pwedeng papasukan ng mga estudyante.
Ako, add
sobrang ano talaga yan.
Sorry. Add ko lang din.
Sige.
Add ko lang din kasi may mga institutions or may mga naging ka-partner kami. Ay, shucks, baka hindi ko naman sila ipapangalanan. pero hindi ko naman sila papangalanan. Pero may mga hindi kami masyadong mga students who were didn't really have a good experience. So, I take note of that. Kasi important din na pangalagaan din natin yung mga students natin. So, even if meron talaga akong binaban na hindi na tayo pwedeng mag-MOA dyan kasi hindi natin na-meet yung expectation. So, aside from feeling ko, knowing, having connections, having networks, it's also knowing what institutions are, for example, predatory or wala namang matututunan ng mga bata. Parang we need to be abreast also with ano bang institution to. So we also need to do our diligent research on that particular organization.
Hindi basta-basta lang. Kasi you're also endangering the students' welfare and at the same time, hindi mo pa kilala yung mga whoever doon, di ba? So it really is important. Gusto ko to yung comment, sorry lang ha, mayroong comment si Marvin.
But before we go there, sige, dahil napag-usapan mo na hindi naman natin kilala yung mga kausap natin, do you guys do practicum visit ba? Or how do you monitor ba yung ating mga students when they're deployed in their settings? Meron ba kayong Sir Jay, sige, inahin na kita. Wala si Sir Jay.
Yung hindi naman siya required. Hindi required. Hindi ko naman ni-require kasi ang lalayo din nila, no, yung mga areas. So watak-watak din sila. Pero nagkaroon ako ng chance to visit some. Kasi by the invitation din noong practicum supervisor, kasi sobrang na-happy siya na first time kami nagpadala ng intern. So pinuntahan namin yung office nila. Ano din kasi yun, alumnus din siya ng department. Tapos gusto rin niya ipakita, tunari, ano na yung parang bago innovations doon sa industry nila and then how our interns were doing, no? So binuntahan namin sila doon sa office. So may mga ganon. Yung iba kasi nga kakilala, dahil kakilala ko sila, parang yung siguro in lieu of a physical visit, nakakapag-usap kami. So parang aside from yung pagkumustahan ko with students, nakakausap ko mismo yung mga supervisors nila on how our interns are doing. No? I had this one very significant experience. na sobrang special case at hindi na siya unaulit, no, dahil in a sense after that particular term, medyo sinabayan ko na yung next batches na wala ever mag-a-apply dito sa organization na to. So it also happened na
Bakit daw? Anong
interesting yung ano na
Anong chika doon?
kasi hindi siya ano ba to? Wala siya doon sa list ng mga network ng organization. Kasi yung student parang nakatatlo na siya na interviews, hindi siya na place doon sa mga lahat ng clusters. So naikot na niya lahat ng mga settings. Tapos hindi siya na place. Tapos sabi niya, sir, may nahanap ako, ni-recommend ng mga ibang mga students from other schools kung saan sila nag-internship. Subukan niya, super dali siya nakapasok. So dahil desperado na kami, sabi ko, matatapos na yung term, wala ka pa ring placement, may incomplete ka. So sige, i-try natin. And then, yun, sobrang, ano nga ba yun? Yung mga nabanggit ni Ver, no? May mga panahon na hindi siya supervised, hindi pala, halos hindi siya na-supervise. So it was a psychological clinic na residential.
Wow.
Tapos, puro estudyante lang yung nandun. Wala yung staff, nurse lang. Merong times na kinikwento ng estudyante na nagkaroon sila ng emergency kasi nagkaroon ng episode yung client na naging violent. Tapos, nag-attach yun sa kanya. So, at the time, siya yung pinaharap doon sa kliyente. But, intern siya. No, and that should not have happened.
Yes.
Tapos siguro yung student, no, dahil alam niya na parang dehado na siya, no, doon sa time, hindi niya yun sinabi agad. Sinabi niya yun after nung nagre-report na siya. So hindi ko yun nalaman, no, na kasi pag tinatanong siya, kumusta na, kasi special yung case niya. So minomonitor ko talaga siya. So hindi niya sinabi, natakot yata siya, no, na ipatigil ko yung placement niya doon. So yun nangyari parang isang lesson sa amin, wala na, no, wala na kaming ipi-place dito sa psychological clinic na to. So yun.
Okay. Sir Mark, you wanted to say something? Nakamute ka.
Mute.
Random naman kami, nagse-select ng vinivisit namin. Either visiting or tinatawagan namin yung company or industry. So, ang problema lang talaga, kasi sa industrial talagang walang supervision. We don't require yung psychologist na nagsusupervise sa kanila kasi limited naman yung mga psychologists in the industrial setting. Mas maganda kung meron. Pero sa clinical setting kasi, we require talaga our students na sinusupervise sila ng mga psychologists sa clinic. At minsan kasi, because marami kaming sections, dami namin mga estudyante, minsan nagkukumpulan sila doon. So we required lang mga 5 to 6 lang per clinic na nag-internship. Doon kung saan sila yung mga partnering agencies namin. So, hindi namin talagang halos lahat nandoon kasi gusto nila doon kasi maganda nga, magaling nga talaga. So, in fairness naman, nung nag-visit naman, maganda yung facilities, accommodating talaga yung psychologist, may medical doctor pa, kompleto sila. So, yung maganda talaga yung training. So, sabi ko, no, hindi talaga pwede. Kaya most of our students sa clinical setting napupunta sa hospitals. Ayan, hindi lang sa clinical, sa hospitals din. Ayan, so yun yung namin, may monitoring kami at kasi nire-require din ng CMO 104 that we have to monitor talaga yung mga estudyante natin. At maganda din sa PUP, ang bagong presidente namin is naglagay na talaga ng parang person na talagang tatawag, magmo-monitor sa mga sa kolegyo namin, sa mga internship namin, sa mga practicum namin. So siya lang ang mag-check, tatawag. So with the help of the advisor.
Right. Sige, speaking of settings, meron tayong pa-comment. Comment on this.
Ayan, comment on this. Ayan,
sabi. Ay, kasi masyadong mahaba. Palitan natin yung setting direct. ng ating ayan. So sabi ni Mary, kasi maliit, hindi ko makita. Okay. Sabi
Good
ni Mary,
afternoon. If the student is deployed in the industry, some of them are given allowances. But if they are deployed in the clinical setting, clinics or hospital students are required to pay affiliation fee. So please comment on this.
ako muna. Sa amin kasi, meron kami talagang no collection policy. So, if you are required, if for example, the institution is requiring for an affiliation fee, except for yung long term, like si National Center for Mental Health, kasi meron talaga siyang affiliation fee. Pero kasi mababa lang naman. So parang, at saka institutional yung usapan, I think doon. Okay. So, I think that's okay. Pero yung iba kasi medyo like, I won't mention na which hospital. May mga ganon. So, hindi, ako dinidiscourage ko, kasi alam niyo naman yung mga students din namin, marami sa kanila galing sa laylayan ng lipunan. So, hindi masyadong enough money for them to be able to afford that. So, ako dinidiscourage ko talaga sila. Kasi nga, kapag naningil na, mahirap ng usapan kasi din nun. So, ako, as much as possible, pag may ganon, normally don't, we don't normally deploy them in those areas. Sa inyo, Sir Jay.
Sa amin,
sige, Mark, sorry.
Sige, bata-bata-pick tayo.
Sir Jay.
Sige, Sir Jay.
Mark, sige. Ako, sige. Sa amin, yun na, after that, yung particular na kwento ko, naningil din yun ng fee. Tapos tinanong ko kung para saan yung fee. Meron silang uniform, binayaran yon. So, et cetera. I do think kalakaran siya sa maraming mga hospitals, 'di ba? Kasi for nurses, mga ganyan, may bayad yung yung practicum or internship. Hindi ko lang alam kung saan yon napupunta, no? Kung paano nila ginagamit, no? Halimbawa in particular na fee. Pareho kami ni Very, para sa akin parang red flag siya.
Red flag.
No? So,
totoo yan.
Kasi dun lang sa particular na institution na yon, naranasan ko yon. Kasi all others na nakausap ko at yung naging partner, hindi naman kami siningil, no, ng affiliation fee. So, yun na nga parang special circumstance, hindi na yun naulit. Tapos yung mga sumunod naming batches, wala na akong ganung problema, no, na sinisingil sila ng affiliation fee. No?
Sir Mark?
Yes, sa PUP, no talaga yon. Lalong-lalo na the same kami ng situation ni Doc Ver. Nasa laylayan ng lipunan talaga ang aming mga estudyante. We discourage talaga yung red flag kasi hindi namin red flag kasi nga some of them talaga gusto talaga dun sa company na yon. So kapag may nakita sa MOA pa lang, nagpalitan na ng MOA is merong kino-collect na parang internship na sa legal office pa lang namin rejected na, nire-reject na talaga yung MOA. Pero hindi may iwasan talaga, nakikiusap yung mga estudyante namin dahil nga maganda yung sabi nila, maganda yung training nila doon at maganda yung exposure. Totoo yung sinabi ni Sir Jayden, yung uniform. Para silang naka-uniform, talagang papasok sila sa school namin, naka-uniform sila kasi meron kami night classes pa para ma-suffice yung nila, yung mga subjects. Is that, ayun nga, naka-uniform sila, nagugulat kami, para silang, parang gano'n, para silang mga nurses, gano'n talaga yung nasa hospital.
Feel na feel nila.
Yes, oo. Hindi may iwasan talaga na magbayad yung mga estudyante. Pero minimal lang ata. Nababalitaan ko lang parang 1,500 or 2,000 ata yung binabayaran nila. Sa clinical setting, ha?
Sa clinical setting. Okay.
May problem tayo actually doon sa clinical setting kasi some clinical setting talaga, may bayad talaga yung internship nila.
Right. Okay, sige. Monique, nahanap mo na ba yung question mo?
Kasi yun na yun. Yun na yun.
Yun.
Yun na yun.
Okay. Sige. Puntahan natin yung isang, nagpapa-comment ulit siya
Ayan.
from Tasha Cruz. So, sabi niya, in some cases, policy on confidentiality get in the way in assigning tasks to practicumers. Or sometimes, also, they are asked to sign a confidentiality clause. May I know your perspective on this?
Yes,
Unang
Sir
first. Sige.
Sa akin, I have not experienced or encountered yung case na parang yung estudyante ko was asked to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Kasi hindi ko rin kasi alam kung para saan. For example, for an intern, are they working on a special secret product, 'di ba? So far I've not encountered that. I would think that would be very difficult kasi nga kailangan mo silang i-supervise.
Yes.
So kung kunwari sinusupervise mo sila and then they were asked not to comment on particular work that they are doing, paano mo rin sila, 'di ba, i-evaluate kung na-achieve nila yung mga particular outcomes, no?
Yes.
So yung isa na pwedeng gawin, kung kunwari mayroong ganyang particular, no, siguro makipag-usap doon sa partner organization, no? So ano yung necessity for a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality clause, 'di ba? Tapos or are there ways of working around it kasi may particular goals ka para doon sa learning ng student, 'di ba? So baka pwede ba bigyan siya ng ibang task, 'di ba? Same institution pero ibang tasks na ma-achieve yung goals ng student, no, as part of the internship. Tapos syempre, mapapakinabangan din yung contribution niya ng organization. So if there are other ways na magawa yon, then I think that would be ideal. Tapos kung kunwari nag-i-insist yung organization, magde-decide ka, no? Kapag kunwari may mga bagay na hindi ka alam, no, is it still worth doing the internship there, no, with that particular organization? No?
At saka dapat clear yan sa MOA pa lang, right?
Yes, sa MOA pa lang. I'm about to say that one, Monique, na kailangan sa MOA pa lang nakistipulate na lahat yung mga inclusions na yon. So, dapat nakikita ng both parties kung ano talaga yung pwedeng i-deliver at provide ng both parties. Kung meron mga ganyan, I think question din yan ng legal office kasi sa legal namin napakahigpit. Kapag merong vague na clause o kaya ng part doon ng MOA, talagang binibilugan, please return and please specify. Parang gano'n. Actually, nakakailang ulit talaga yung legal office namin. Binabalik talaga ng legal office namin yung mga vague na mga statements doon ng both parties.
Stipulation. So,
in our case naman, I'd like to think, for example, when you talk about confidentiality clause, I just make sure that there are, especially kung clinical yung setting, na if they will be sharing information within the class, yun, parang i-anonymize mo pa rin. Again, the value of doing ethical research. So, ako, siguro kung yun lang naman yung magiging issue.
Yeah. That's perfectly acceptable.
Parang acceptable yun. Pero kung tipong, kasi I think it's...
Understandable naman yun.
Yes. So, one good example is we require our students na may documentation. Kunya ng mga psychological report na ginawa nila doon. So since hindi siya pwede na idalhin sa school, so talagang no talaga. Pero humihingi kami ng letter coming from the institution na talaga they don't allow na talagang dalhin yung mga documents na ginawa ng mga tata sa one of the documents to be submitted.
Right. Like, for example, if I remember, sometimes they would present yung mga ginawa nila and stuff.
Yes.
So, na-picturean yung person na client or whatever, kailangan siyang blur, kailangan i-anonymize. No? Kasi,
hindi pwede.
Oo, bawal talaga siya. So,
hindi talaga pwede.
I think yun din yung isa siguro na maganda din. Tama yung sinabi ni Sir Jay. Ano yung reason? Bakit ba i-confidentiality? Kasi it would be very difficult naman to assess and evaluate the students. Pero kung baka yun yung kinakatakot yung person, di ba? Again, yun nga, there are some safeguards that we can put in place in our own classrooms or in our classes to ensure that the things that will be shared remains confidential and safe, and done for educational purposes. Yun. Sumagot si Doc
Kaya,
Mark. Ay, sige, go ahead.
oo.
Go ahead, Sir Jay.
Kaya ako yung kunwari doon sa syllabus, merong section doon yung ethical guidelines for interns. So ano yung mga parang na mag-guide sa kanila, whether in and outside of the class. Tapos doon sa letter ko sa mga partner institutions, meron ding ganong guidelines for partner institutions. So lalo na yung may kinalaman sa harassment or abuse. Sobrang explicit at nire-remind ko yung mga partner institutions about those things dahil nga under UP law under UP policies kapag naging partner sila magiging in a sense they are in a supervisory position.
Yes.
At pag pumasok sila doon sa MOA masasubject sila to UP policies lalo na kunwari on sexual harassment yung mga ganyan. So maging accountable sila and they have to realize that particular yung setup na yon. So kaya kasama din yon doon sa letter na binibigay namin doon sa mga partner institutions.
Yes, maganda rin na talagang basahin ng mga department heads ng yung CMO 104 doon sa revised guidelines para makita nila how to safeguard din yung mga estudyante natin once we deploy them. Kasi hindi maiiwasan yung mga uncertainties na iyon na kailangan pumusisyon ang department, ang university kapag may mga incidents.
Right. Sabi ni Doc Marge kanina, it's easier daw to just drop a work setting from the list, but those places should also be reported.
Yes, that's true. Kailangan. Kaya ngayon sinabi niya kanina, nire-red flag, dapat ma-red flag yung kagad yun. Kasi i-report din. Doc, saan kaya pwede nating i-report yung mga ganito?
Well,
sa
actually,
sige.
Hindi, merong task force ang PRB.
PRB.
And that's part of the regulation.
Okay.
So, nag-start na yung usapan nito mga either 2018 or 19 pero marami kasi silang 'di ba sabay-sabay yung mga task forces na yan. So pero hindi ako sure kung natapos na yung policy ng pag-check So aside from yung mga particular services na ino-offer and I'm referring to psychological services. Kung adequate ba, yung ikalawa ay kunwari yun nga, ethical ba yung pagpa-practice nila. So mayroong task force ang PRB.
Right. As far as PAP is concerned naman, hindi kasi tayo policing force, so if member kasi siya, then yung membership niya yung parang at peril with the organization, which is in a way very important because that is needed to renew the license. Ang nagiging problem if kung hindi siya member, for example, ng organization. And kaya nga again, the law, the psychology law was crafted, na in a way, kasi may mga clinics noon na hindi naman talaga sila member or merong mga unethical practices. So, medyo mahirap din naman talaga silang pag-usapan. But I think a formal complaint for these unethical behavior can be filed naman with the Psychological Association of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sige. Yung isa pang comment ng Doc Marge would be, yun, sabi niya, confidentiality, I think, has to do with the naming of clients or reading psych reports or sensitive information. So, yun. Sige. So, we're...
Pero SOP naman yan eh.
Yeah. Oo, mahalaga talaga siya, na Sige, may mga ilang minutes pa tayo na pwede pa tayong pag-usapan. I'd like to go now because we've talked about what OGP is, what are some of the things that we need to watch out for, and some of your experiences. How do you see ngayon the practicum of psychology? Sige, balikan muna natin si Doc Marge. sabi niya, PRB hasn't set the minimum standards yet for practicum sites. But I think, but they will, I
Wala
think.
pa. Yeah. Oo, wala pa. Ang pinag-usapan pa lang ay psychological clinics.
Yes.
So, pero hindi pa yata tapos yung
wala pa siyang
yung
specific
meeting. Di ba, Ma'am Marge? Hindi pa tapos.
Wala pa siyang guidelines. Yon. Okay, so balikan ko lang.
Nagpag-usapan pa lang.
Yon. At ito din yung tanong ni Marivic Sanchez.
Ayan, timing lang.
If it is not an elective, how can it be realized in the new normal? I think yun din yung siguro, again, we're not experts on this. This is the new normal. How do you see ba the practicum in psychology moving forward? No, based on several pronouncements by the government at least, and some of the rules and regulations that we are under right now. How do you see the practicum in psychology moving towards this pandemic? Unahin na natin si Sir Mark siguro.
Siguro, very challenging siya ngayon dahil nga sabi nga practicum internship, kailangan ma-deploy yung mga estudyante talaga sa field. Ang problema ngayon talagang because merong position ng CHED at saka IATF na talagang no face-to-face, social distancing lang talaga. So this would be a biggest challenge ngayon na nag-handle ng internship. So when I asked actually my dean about it, and I asked also other institutions, sabi ko kay Ver, I asked talaga other chairperson from different SUPs and private institutions if they are talaga meron silang internship ngayon. Some of them kasi wala silang third year, fourth year. Parang kami, I don't know if meron sa UP ang fourth year ngayon. Kasi sa amin meron kaming dalawang set. Oo, so wala sa Philmar. So kami ngayon, tinanong ko paano yung mga guidelines nyo, mechanisms nyo para i-handle yung internship. So sabi nga nila, again, the same thoughts, very challenging siya dahil nga, again, walang social distancing, hindi pwedeng i-deploy. So ano yung mga mechanisms nila, ano yung mga guidelines nila. Marami sila nabanggit, pero again, lumabas nga ulit 2 nights ago, yung sa CHED na talagang our Commissioner Popoy de Vera talaga, sabi nila, ipagpaliban muna ang offering ng mga laboratories sa internship for second semester. So, I don't know if it is maganda sa part namin kasi dalawang internship namin. So, again, since sabi nga ng CHED, ipagpaliban, I don't know pa rin kung ano pang position ng university namin ngayon, pero again, mahirap siya ngayon, lalong-lalo na sa mga estudyante kung maraming mga subjects pa rin na naka-enroll sila. Saka, can you imagine 200 hours sa isang semester, parang it would be difficult for them na talaga mag-hold ng internship. So, yun yung aking nakikita talaga.
So far, sa school ninyo, wala talaga, hindi mag-offer this semester or this coming semesters?
When I asked my Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, inelevate niya na ito sa VPAA namin, and wala pa rin kasi kaninang umaga ko sinabi that because I will be delivering ito sa PAP, so wala pa rin sila. Pero prior to that, prior kasi lumabas yung kay Chair Popoy, is that okay na sana, meron na kami mekanismo, may mga guidelines na kami na pwede namin gawin for internship. Pero again, sabi nga ng CHED, hold muna, ipagpaliban second semester.
So, if you be comfortable ba in sharing lang what those plans were prior to being cancelled? At least actually, general broad strokes lang.
Actually, yung inaano namin kasi talagang no social distancing, one na sinabi ko sa dean ko, si Dr. Malyari, is that mag-invite kami ng resource speaker sa HR, sa IO psychology ito, sa industrial setting na mag-invite kami to deliver, resource person to deliver yung best practices in terms of recruitment and selection. Isa yon na sa mekanismo namin, ng guidelines namin. And then, again, yung research, equivalency ng research. Pwede kaming gumawa, nabanggit ni Sir Jake Yacat kanina na pwedeng i-align baka naman hindi talaga sa practice ng IO o sa practice ng clinical, kundi ang equivalency to a research output. Ayan. And may nabanggit pa nga from Batangas, sabi niya capstone project ang ginagawa nila. So kasi wala talagang wala because of social distancing, no face-to-face. Yun yung isa sa mga mekanismo na pwede nilang gawin ngayon sa sa internship nila. And some of them, ayun, parang pare-pareho na rin kami kasi when I share to them, yun nga, may webinar, best practices talaga. And then also for clinical setting, kasi meron kaming partners sa abroad na kung saan pwedeng nilang, while pinapakita yung session, ayan, inaalaw naman daw niya yung session na yun, yung telecounseling na sinasabi. Posible kaming pumunta sa aspeto na yun, pero I have to submit pa yung position namin, yung aming guidelines sa VPAA kung aaprubahan nila.
Sige. Sir Jay, any thoughts?
Well, dahil nga mid-year yung supposedly dapat, no, wala namang nag-express ng interest, no, yung mga estudyante namin hindi pa yata bumabalik or wala pa sila sa headspace, no, for going back to school, so hindi kami mag-o-offer. But definitely dahil yung iba sa kanila baka minors pa, so hindi sila makakalabas, no, so definitely out of the question yung being deployed. I'm looking at our syllabus, no, yung learning outcomes naman doesn't necessarily require deployment, no. So ibig sabihin, you could think of ways, 'di ba, na ma-achieve mo yung learning outcomes na hindi naman necessarily kailangan physically deployed sila. Karamihan ng mga if I look back, no, to particular assignments or tasks, merong iba na kaya i-convert sa online tasks, no. So kung halimbawa, we had a partnership with an international NGO. Tumulong sila sa NGO na to make sense of the data that they had for their programs. So that entailed a lot of doing analysis of the data, no, noong evaluation surveys nila of their programs. Some writing up. They were also asked to develop, kunwari, advocacy materials na para dun sa kanilang lobbying for Congress, no, incorporating parang psychology evidence, no, to provide support for their positions, no, doon sa particular law, no, na kanilang ine-endorse, no, sa Congress. So those types of work or practicum work, no, can work virtual, no, kung merong mga ganong klaseng opportunities. Dahil nga wala kami, hindi rin ako sobrang motivated to actively search for, kunwari, ano yung practicum opportunities dun sa mga dati kong partner organizations, no. But noong during the lockdown, may ilan ako nakita na parang advertisements of naghahanap sila ng mga interns, no. So baka meron din sila, no, na kung kunwari if particular organizations have found a way, no, to parang translate yung dati nilang work into something that is more virtual. Baka din yung ilan sa mga work that they are doing, pwedeng may portion of it, no, pwedeng ma-assign sa mga interns na magagawa siya virtually. I just don't know kung kunwari ano exactly yung mga yon because I have not actively sought out, no, yung information, no. Pero what I do know, no, doon sa past experience, some of the tasks my students were assigned, marami doon kaya magawa na virtual. And again, I think it's a matter of negotiation with the partner organization, no. Kasi ako yung pangalawa din na I think this is also a good opportunity, no, to not think about particular settings or fields, no, na IO siya, diba, or clinical siya. So if we break it down into particular skill sets or competencies, baka doon natin it's, diba? So ang task natin as parang supervisors of the internship, ma-create natin yung setting or opportunity for them to be able to achieve particular competencies. I'm looking at my syllabus, ang competency or learning outcome, ma-clarify nila yung career goals nila. So number one. So tapos magkaroon sila ng understanding of a specific work setting, no, kung saan sila mapi-place, 'di ba? They are also given a chance to integrate yung knowledge nila about psychology doon sa particular work experience that they are undergoing, or undergoing through in their placement. So, hindi necessarily kailangan ito labeled IO work siya or ito labeled clinical work siya. So kung kunwari, kaya ako napakalawak no noong I don't mind the setting. No? So basta at the end of the day, no, meron kasi silang individual goals. So nag-assessment muna sila. Saan sila magaling, ano yung areas of improvement. So de-define nila 'yon. Tapos kapag natanggap sila sa isang organization, they will have to present to their supervisor ano yung learning goal nila individually. Tapos i-negotiate nila ano yung mga particular tasks na ma-maximize nila. And then number 2, ano yung ipapagawa sa kanila? Is there a way to integrate yung mga particular na goals na yon? Tapos yun yung nire-report nila ng ano yung progress nila towards achieving those goals. And at the end of the semester, they will provide evidence. Nakuha ko ba to? Na-achieve ko ba yung mga particular goals na to? Na-hit ko ba yung course goals? No? Yun lang yung hinihingi ko sa kanila. And then they are evaluated based on the evidence that they present. No? So yun, baka nga dahil yung pandemic is providing us an opportunity to become more creative in how we will present yung practicum experience for our students, 'di ba? So baka ito rin yung chance na makita noong mga estudyante natin how parang yung application ng psych, 'di ba? Hindi knows no boundaries or fields. No, kaya mong mag-apply yung psychological knowledge at skills na nakuha mo sa undergrad sa iba't ibang setting. So baka yun din yung isa na pwede nating pag-isipan, no? Ngayon na napuwersa tayo to really, dahil hindi natin magawa yung mga dati nating ginagawa. So,
and for sure, mag-iiba ang itsura ng MOA.
Oo. Sana din, yun given all those things, importante talaga yung institutional support.
Yeah.
Kasi kapag mahirap, pag wala yun, magiging burden talaga siya ng faculty. Ikaw parang feeling mo pasan mo yung daigdig. Tapos kung meron kang 30 to 50 students, no, ang daming ang bigat dalhin noong.
Ikaw ba yan?
Ikaw ba yan,
diba, na responsable ka para sa kanila. Tapos may health risk pa, diba? Dahil sa pandemic. So ang hirap.
Oo. Hindi ako yan ngayon kasi wala kaming 4th year. So, malayang. Hindi ko masyado problema si Practicum. Pakita lang natin
yun na nga.
Comment ni Popol. Sabi niya, kaso mawawala na rin yung number of hours kasi outcomes-based na siya. I think at least the pandemic has made us realize that there are certain outcomes talaga that cannot be quantified by the number of hours, no? I think the number of hours was made to appear na yan yung metrics na sinusundan natin. Even as employees, di ba? 8 hours a day, yung agad na number of units. It simplifies it, but the work doesn't really stay within that number of hours. Kaya din, nag-outcomes-based talaga tayo. Education tayo ni OBE. Kasi hindi natin titignan yung contact hours or yung number of hours that you're working on this. But the outcome talaga, and yun yung nakikita natin na nagiging, well, the new way of trying to look at things. No? For example, sa amin, we are working from home, but hindi, parang may number of hours kami, pero at the end of the day, ano ba yung nagawa mo? Kasi kahit mag-clock in ka ng 8 hours, di ba, kung wala ka namang pinoproduce, wala din ka. Di ba, yun yung nagiging So, I guess, yung number of hours.
This is also an opportunity for the program outcomes to be revisited. Kasi minsan, sa years and years na natin nag-offer ng practicum, nakakalimutan natin that it's all about the competencies na makukuha ng mga estudyante at the end of the day or at the end of those 200 hours. It's actually not the 200 hours. Nagtitimpla siya ng kape for 200 hours. Parang gano'n. Diba? I'm sure yung mga clerical work, horror stories nila. And it makes us rethink, no, kung ano kailangan talaga, ano talaga yung priority, ano talaga yung, at the end of the day, ano yung importante. So, balikan natin yung learning outcomes, yung program outcomes natin.
Oo. Yun nga yung ano yung nagugulat ako. Swerte siguro kami, I've not had students, no, being assigned clerical task. Actually, medyo baliktad, no. Nagwo-worry ako kasi yung mga interns na na-assign, ang laki ng responsibility na nabibigay sa kanila agad-agad. So, kabaliktaran, no? May time nga isang kwento ng mga estudyante ko, nahihiya sila kasi hindi sila pinapakilala noong supervisor nila na intern sila sa kapwa intern nila. Kaya tinatawag sila na akala empleyado sila, tinatawag sila na sir, ma'am. Kasi sila yung humaharap sa pinag-i-interview sila ng interns.
Pinapagawa ng
research. Oo, pinagre-research sila, pinapagawa sila nagpe-present sila sa mga division heads, yung mga ganyan, no. So I've not had that problem na yung clerical. Siguro yung isa na feeling ko para ma-address kapag may ginagawa, kailangan talaga kausapin yung partner. Parang ano din para sa kanila yung value noong pagtanggap ng mga interns. Kasi kung wala naman silang value for interns and they just see them as warm bodies or go-to, di ba? Para siyang, hindi pa posweldohan pero meron kang alalay. No? So, walang educative value.
Yes.
Doon. So kapag meron tayong ganung reports na natatanggap as supervisors, it's about time na we step up, 'di ba? Parang put our foot down na hindi pwede 'yan kasi kung ganyan yung task na na-experience sa mga estudyante, hindi nila na-achieve yung kung ano yung dapat nilang ma-achieve doon sa practicum experience. Sayang naman. Diba?
Yes. Kaya nga napakahalaga ng monitoring, Sir J. Yacat, talaga to check and to validate kung ano pa talaga yung ginagawa ng mga estudyante natin doon sa workplace nila, doon sa internship nila. Kasi malay mo, some of them, hindi talaga nagsasalita yung mga estudyante, pinagtitimpla lang ng kape, nagpapasok lang ng papel sa shredder, ayan, layas on officer siya doon, utos, di ba? So again, yung purpose talaga ng estudyante to earn knowledge talaga doon sa field na yon is nawawalang saysay because hindi natin na-check talaga and na-monitor yung mga estudyante natin.
Yun. Okay.
Unless barista yung gusto niya, di ba?
The psychology of coffee making.
Coffee making.
Diba? Wait, last question na natin before we wrap this up. Our RAC General, hello, how can we handle for practicum some students who are physically disabled or PWDs? Baka may na-encounter kayo how you think. O, tinan mo, napaisip sila. O, napaisip sila, napatingin sila pataas. Pareho. Sige, whoever wants to go first.
Well,
ako, wala akong student na naging PWD. Pero thank you for that question kasi again, some of the opportunities to rethink yung inclusivity din nung policies and guidelines natin. I would admit we have not thought about that, no? And thank you for that wonderful question.
Galing, Sir Jay.
Ang galing mo mag-rephrase. Oo.
Wala pa akong na-encounter kasi Doc Vers saka Monique na PWD sa amin na naka-enroll sa psychology. Pero again, siguro tama yung sinabi ni Sir J. Yacat. Baka later on, someday karoon, we have to revisit din yung program outcomes natin and to include yung mga concept na ganito. Not only PWD, but other area persons din.
Okay.
Alright. O sige. I think that's all the time that we have.
Haba na kwentuhan natin, pero ang ganda.
Yes. I love how we get I love
Alam ko pahingi ng papel, i-shred ko na.
No, I think ang maganda dito sa episode natin, we were able to think about ano ba talaga yung practicum, no? As an elective, as a psych course, what is its importance in our profession, in our discipline, and how can we now use different technologies and able to adapt, no, to the current situation that we have. Maganda yung sinabi ni Sir Jay kanina tsaka ni Sir Mark kanina, no, ni Doc Mark kanina, on looking at what are the program outcomes. We all go back to that. Ngunit sabi mo din, hindi naman yung 200 hours ang bilangan natin. Diba? At the end of the day, ano ba yung natutunan ng bata? Hindi naman siya sinabing, at the end of this SEM, dapat may 200 hours siya. Walang ganon. Ang nakalagay doon, within the 200 hours, ito yung dapat niyang natutunan. And we all have to adjust right now because hindi na tayo pwedeng matuto lang based on the number of hours. We have gone beyond that. No? Na ang mga bagay, pwede mong matutunan hindi lang sa four corners of the classroom or the 24 hours ng orasan natin.
Isang araw.
Yes. Mali pala. 12 lang pala sa orasan natin. 24 hours sa isang pag-ikot ng isang araw. So, we need to rethink, we need to reevaluate. I also like what Sir Jim mentioned kanina about institutional support.
Yes,
it is
that's
very important. No? Hindi natin kaya na tayo lang. At maganda din yung sinabi ni Sir Mark, no, na you need to talk to other institutions, benchmark as well. Mahirap kasi yung blanket statement na, kasi galing ito, lahat pare-pareho tayo. Iba-iba ng pinagdadaanan ng ating mga mag-aaral, ang ating mga guro, ang ating mga institutions. Ayan. Ang galing ko mag-wrap up. Nakikinig na ako.
I know.
Nakikinig na ako ngayon. Uy, maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you for taking the time.
Oo, thank you. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. But before we let you go,
Yes.
kaming meron muna yung mga reminders.
Akala ko may closing song.
Hawa ka kayo gano'n. Yung mga konting reminders lang si Monique sa ating mga viewers. Monique?
Okay. We still have a lot to look forward to. We are going to meet again, hopefully, see us on July 20, and Dr. Mark Eric Reyes will be with us to talk about abnormal psychology, and that will be 2 p.m. Okay? And then, of course, ayan, ang pogi-pogi ni Professor Junix Gerald de los Santos. He's going to talk about experimental
Ang seriously
psychology.
Junix dito,
July 23. Don't forget, put that in your calendar, 2 p.m. as well. Ayan. And ayan, ang ating millennial psychologist, Professor Rian Portuguez, will talk about group dynamics on July 24 at 2 p.m. as well. Okay. And we have biological psychology
Bing.
Yeah, Dr. Bing Balbuena on July 25, 2 p.m. Ayan, meron pa ba? Okay, sige. On July 28, we are going to talk about social psychology by Professor Diwa Quinones and of course, Professor Darren Dumaob of the Social Psychology Division. On July 29, we're going to talk about Introduction to Psychology with Professor Pat Datul Ramirez and Professor Ryan Torrejos. On July 31, you're going to be stuck with me, How to Virtually Teach Psychology the OBE Way. Ayan.
Ayun. Yay! Maraming salamat.
Dami.
Wow, sipag na teaching sa.
Diba? Pero maraming salamat. Suking J, Yacat.
Suking J, Yacat. And mouthful.
Doc Mark Distor.
And all that entails, no?
Yes. Kung ano man ang ibig sabihin ng outcome na yon. So yun, everyone again, please join us again next week and for the next episodes. Only here on
Yay.
Teaching Psychology SIG TV. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our social media accounts on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on YouTube. Maraming salamat. Good afternoon, everyone, and have a great
Magandang hapon.
Keep
Bye.
safe, everyone. Keep safe.